Good evening, my friend, and welcome back. My name is Marcus. Every night, I take a walk through a different city in a different time. And tonight, you're coming with me. So settle in, make yourself comfortable, and let the day slip away. Tonight, we find ourselves in Venice, in the 18th century, where a soft rain has just begun to fall on the old stones and the dark canals. There's nothing to do now, and nowhere to be. Just walk with me. You are standing beneath a low stone passage, a sottoportego, where the city folds over itself like a sheltering hand. The ceiling is close above you, old plaster darkened by years of damp air and candle smoke. The passage is narrow and quiet. Behind you, the night has already softened. Ahead of you, beyond the shallow arch, the rain is falling in silver threads into a little cale of wet stone. You step out slowly. The first touch of rain is light on your face. It is not cold. It is only cool enough to wake the skin, then soothe it again. The stones underfoot are worn smooth by centuries of footsteps, and tonight they shine in the lamplight like polished shell. Each small paving stone holds a little darkness in its seams. Each shallow hollow gathers a mirror of rain. You walk without hurry. The calle is so narrow that the walls seem to breathe close beside you. Their plaster is pale in places and deep brown in others, where the damp has risen and settled into the city like memory. Shutters are closed above. Iron hinges glisten. A little balcony leans over the lane, its rail beaded with water. From somewhere high and unseen, a thin stream of rain slips from a roof tile and taps steadily onto the stones below. The city is asleep. No cartwheels pass here. No horses, never horses, in these quiet, watery streets. Only the rain, the drip from eaves, the faintest murmur of water moving somewhere ahead. Venice keeps a different kind of night. It does not fall silent all at once. It hushes itself by degrees. It lets every sound become softer, rounder, more distant, until even your own footsteps seem to belong to the rain. You turn with the calle as it bends. There, at the end, the stone path opens to water. A small canal lies before you, black and smooth beneath the rain. You come down to the fondamenta, the narrow walkway beside the water, and pause for a moment at the edge. The rain dimples the canal in 1,000 tiny rings. Each ring opens, meets another, and disappears. The dark surface trembles with the pale reflections of lamps, windows, and the low clouds above. You begin walking along the fondamenta. The water is close beside you. It laps softly against the green stones of the canal wall. The tide of the lagoon is slow tonight, almost sleepy. It breathes in and out through the little canals, lifting and lowering them by a whisper. The rain joins it gently, one drop after another, as if the sky is leaning down to touch the water. Across the canal, the houses stand shoulder to shoulder. Their lower doors open almost at the level of the water. Some have steps that vanish into the canal, slick with moss and shadow. Their upper windows are shuttered, but here and there a crack of amber light slips through. Behind those shutters, someone may have left a candle to burn low. Someone may be sleeping beneath heavy blankets while the rain keeps time on the roof. You pass an iron ring set into the stone. A rope is tied there, dark with wet. It rises and falls with the movement of the canal. Nearby, a small boat rests under a cloth cover. The cover shines with rain. The boat rocks so slightly that you can barely see it move. but you can hear the little creak of wood, the small rub of rope against stone. Far away, a bell sounds. It is a church bell, muffled by rain and distance. It does not startle the city. It simply rolls through the wet air and dissolves over the roofs. One slow note, then another, softened, until the sound is more feeling than sound. You keep walking, and the bell fades behind you like a thought letting go. Venice has many ways of holding water. The canals hold the tide. The stones hold rain. The air holds mist. Even the walls seem to remember the lagoon. You can smell it now, clean and brackish, mixed with wet wood, old brick, candle smoke, and the faint mineral scent that rises from stone after rain. It is a scent of endings and beginnings, of boats returning, of doors closed for the night, of morning still far away. A small shrine is set into the corner of a house as you pass. Its little flame burns behind glass. This is a cecindello, one of the city's soft night lights placed before a holy image where two lanes meet, or where a canal bends. The flame is small, but in Venice, a small flame can travel a long way. It trembles on the glass. It touches the wet wall. It reaches the canal and becomes a wavering gold thread across the black water. You pass beneath it quietly. There is comfort in that little lamp. It has watched countless rainy nights. It has seen fishermen come home before dawn, gondoliers tie their boats, bakers rise while the city still dreams, and sleepy travelers find their way through lanes that twist like ribbons. Tonight, it watches you, though it asks nothing of you. It burns because that is what it does. It offers a soft glow, and you receive it. The fondamenta narrows. You slow your steps and feel the nearness of water on one side and stone on the other. The rain is steady now. It falls on your shoulders, your sleeves, the crown of your head. It makes a fine sound on the canal, a deeper sound on wooden shutters, a brighter sound on metal railings and lamp brackets. Every surface answers the rain in its own voice. Ahead, the walkway rises slightly. A small stone bridge arches over a side canal. Its steps are shallow, worn at the center by many feet. The bridge is no grand crossing. It belongs to this quiet corner of the city. It is a humpbacked bridge of old stone, simple and patient, spanning a narrow ribbon of water that slips away between dark walls. You climb the first steps. Your pace becomes slower. One step, then another. Rain gathers on the edges of the stones. It runs down the sides of the bridge in little shining lines. From the top, you look down into the side canal. A single gondola is moored there. It rests long and black against the stone, elegant even in sleep. Its iron prow curves faintly upward, catching a touch of lamplight. The body of the boat lies low in the water, sleek and still, with a small cabin in the middle. The cabin is the felza, the covered shelter that keeps passengers from wind, rain, and curious eyes. Tonight, its little curtains are closed, and its inside is dark. A lantern hangs near the mooring. Its flame is low and amber. It glows through rain-specked glass. The reflection trembles beneath it, stretching and folding with every soft ripple. Lantern above, lantern below. One steady, one broken. Both alive in the sleeping canal. You stand for a breath on the bridge. The gondola rocks once, very gently, as if stirred by a dream. Water taps its side. The mooring rope tightens, then eases. The rain beads on the black paint and slips down in small trails. Everything is still, but nothing is fixed. Water moves. Flame moves. Reflection moves. Your breath moves in the cool air. You descend the far side of the bridge. The steps lead you into another narrow lane. This one opens more quickly, as if the city is letting out a quiet sigh. The walls draw back. The stones widen. You pass under a wooden sign that hangs dark above a shuttered doorway. The painted letters are too dim to read, and there is no need to read them. At this hour, even names are resting. You follow the lane toward a campo. It appears slowly. First, a widening of the stones. Then, a larger patch of rain brightened by lamplight. Then, the shape of a square, modest and still, enclosed by houses, a small church wall, and a line of closed shop fronts. A campo is called a field, though here the field is stone. Long ago, many such places gathered rain and people, gossip and prayers, morning markets and evening games. Tonight, this campo gathers silence. You step into it. At the center stands a stone wellhead, a vera de pozzo. It is round and carved, raised above the pavement like a quiet guardian. Rain runs over its rim and darkens the old stone. Beneath the campo, hidden under the paving, a cistern rests in the earth, gathering rainwater that filters down through sand and stone. In a city surrounded by salt water, the sweet water beneath a wellhead is a treasure. The wellhead knows this. It stands with humble dignity, receiving the night. You walk toward it and place your hand near the edge, not touching, just close enough to feel the coolness rising. The stone has the calm of things that last. It has been touched by hands drawing water, hands resting after work, hands of children climbing where they were told not to climb, hands of neighbors meeting in the morning with buckets and news. Now it is wet with rain and moonless light. It has nothing to do but be here. Around the campo, the windows sleep. A shuttered shop sits along one side. Its wooden shutters are fastened from within. Above the door, a strip of painted decoration curls into the darkness. The threshold is raised slightly from the wet stones. In the morning, perhaps, the shutters will open and the smell of cloth, leather, spices, paper, or wax will come out into the square. But not now. Now there is only the rain. At one corner, another shrine burns beneath a little canopy. The cesendello there is brighter than the rest of the campo. It shines before a small sacred image set into the wall. The flame leans and straightens, though there is hardly any wind. Rain runs down the glass cover in delicate lines, and the light behind it blurs into a soft star. You drift closer. The shrine's glow reaches a shop window nearby. Behind the darkened glass, carnival masks rest on a shelf. The season of revelry has passed, or perhaps it sleeps, folded away until it is time to wake again. The masks lie still in the window, pale faces with calm, hollow eyes, some smooth and white, some touched with gold, some with long noses and painted brows. In the rainy lamplight, they do not seem eerie. They seem tired, as all festive things are tired after being admired. One mask has a ribbon curled beside it. Another leans against a folded piece of silk. Drops of rain slide down the outside of the window, turning the masks soft and wavering. They are not watching. They are resting. Their painted smiles are quiet. Their little world behind glass is warm only in memory. You continue across the campo. The rain makes gentle music in the open space. It patters on the wellhead. It ticks on the shop shutters. It falls into a few shallow puddles that shine like dark coins. A cat might have crossed here earlier, leaving small wet prints. But now even the cats are hidden away under stairs, in storerooms near kitchen hearths where embers still breathe. The city has drawn itself inward. Behind these walls are beds with linen sheets, chairs pulled close to dying fires, tables cleared after late meals, copper pots drying, shoes set by doors, cloaks hung from pegs, and shutters latched against the weather. Somewhere, flour is covered in a bowl for morning bread. Somewhere, a lace pattern lies beneath careful hands that will return to it at daylight. You think of distant Murano out across the lagoon, where lace makers are known for patient work as fine as mist. Even their threads seem to belong to nights like this. A narrow passage opens from the far side of the campo. You take it. The lane is darker after the open square. The sound of the campo falls behind you, and the rain becomes intimate again. Water trickles along the side of the stones in a shallow runnel. You pass a low doorway with a stone lintel, then another. A wooden balcony above is heavy with wet laundry that did not dry before the rain came. The cloth hangs still, darker at the edges. The lane turns left, then right. Venice likes to turn this way. It does not lead you in straight lines. It invites you to wander, then rewards you with water, light, a bridge, a small shrine, an unexpected opening to sky. Tonight, there is no need to know the shortest way. You are not late. You are not expected. You are only walking, slowly, while the rain smooths the world around you. Ahead, you hear a different sound. It is broader than the canal. A low breathing, a softer openness. The walls seem to loosen. The air grows wider and carries the scent of the lagoon more clearly. You are walking out toward the water. Before you reach it, you pass a long, low shed beside a canal. Its doors are closed, and the yard is dark. This is a squero, a place where gondolas are built and mended. In daylight, there would be tools, wood shavings, black hulls lifted from the water, the dry rasp of planes, the smell of pitch and timber. The craftsman would know the curve of each plank, the balance of each boat, the quiet asymmetry that lets a gondola move true beneath a single oar. Now the squero sleeps. Rain falls on its roof. A half-covered boat rests under the shelter. Sawhorses stand like patient animals in the dark. A plank leans against a wall, silvered at the edges by rain. The whole place smells of wet wood and old work. You slow as you pass, as if not to disturb the boats while they dream of water. The canal beside the squero opens ahead. You follow it to a broader quay, where the stone meets the lagoon. The view widens all at once. The dark water stretches outward, breathing under the rain. Far across the lagoon, softened by mist, faint glows tremble on the horizon. Those distant lights belong to Murano, the island of glass. Even at night, there can be a sense of heat there, a hidden furnace glow, as if small suns are banked behind walls. Glassblowers shape fire into cups, beads, mirrors, chandeliers, and lamps fine enough to hold light like liquid. Tonight the furnaces seem far away and dreamlike, warm points in the rainy darkness. You stand by the lagoon and look out. The rain makes the surface delicate. The water is dark, but not empty. It holds the reflections of clouds, lamps, island lights, and the unseen movement of the tide. Poles rise from the shallows, slick and black. A moored boat knocks once, softly, against its post, then is still again. Somewhere far out, a covered boat may be crossing slowly, but it is only a shadow within mist, and then it is gone. The lagoon has no need to hurry. It has carried salt, fish, wood, glass, letters, silk, spices, songs, prayers, and ordinary footsteps for a long, long time. Tonight, it carries rain. It receives each drop without comment. It lifts the city a little. It lowers it a little. It keeps breathing in the dark. You turn along the quay. Your steps are slower now. The open air has deepened the night. The rain touches your cheeks and gathers on your lashes. Lamps stand at intervals along the stone, their flames softened by wet glass. Between them, the darkness is gentle, not empty, not sharp, only deep. A closed coffee house stands nearby. Its windows are shuttered, but warmth lingers around the door. You can smell coffee in the damp air, rich and dark, mingled with the sweetness of hot chocolate. In this city, coffee houses have become places of talk, reading, business, games, and lingering cups held between thoughtful hands. But long past midnight, the chairs are stacked or pushed back, the cups are washed, the counters are white. The last warmth remains like the memory of conversation. You pause near the doorway. The smell is comforting. Roasted coffee, thick chocolate, sugar, damp wool, extinguished candles, old wood. All of it mingles with rain and stone. It is the scent of wakefulness after it has ended. A room that was bright and busy now rests in the dark. Even the stories told there have gone to sleep. You move on. The quay narrows and then bends back toward smaller canals. You follow it as the lagoon slips behind you, though its breathing remains in the air. The distant glow of Murano fades between the buildings. The rain softens again as the walls gather close. You are returning into the inner weave of Venice, toward quieter rooms, lower lamps, and sleep. A church bell sounds again. This time it is farther away. The rain folds itself around the note. You do not count the strokes. There is no need. The hour is late enough. The night is deep enough. The body knows what the clock would say. It knows by the heaviness behind the eyes, by the slower breath, by the way the mind begins to loosen its hold on names and plans. You cross another little bridge. Below it, the canal moves like dark silk. No gondola passes, no oar stirs the water. The bridge stones are slick, so you take each step with care, calm and easy. At the top, you glance back toward the way you came. The lamplight behind you is blurred by rain. The city has already begun to hide your path. That is all right. You are being led forward by the quiet. On the other side, a narrow calle takes you between houses where the upper stories almost meet. Rain falls from roof to roof. It descends in thin streams, then breaks into mist near the stones. The shutters here are old and uneven. Some are painted green, though in the night the color is only a deeper shade of dark. Iron grills cover a few lower windows. Behind one, a candle has burned out, leaving a faint thread of smoke that you can almost imagine, though you cannot see it. You pass beneath another sottoportego. The sound of rain changes at once. Outside, it is open and silver. Inside, beneath the passage, it is muffled, hollow, and close. Your footsteps echo softly. Water drips from the arch behind you. The walls are cool. A small stone image is set into a niche, and below it, another little lamp burns low, a cesandello holding its flame against the damp. You pause in the shelter. There is a kindness in these covered passages. They allow the city to pass under itself. They make shadows where the rain cannot quite reach. They hold a different temperature, a different quiet. You can stand here for a moment and listen to the rain beyond both openings, one behind you and one ahead, as if the passage is a bridge between two kinds of night. Then you step out again. The rain feels softer now. Perhaps it has lightened. Perhaps you have grown used to it. The stones are fully wet, fully shining. Your walk has become easy and unmeasured. One foot, then the other. Breath in, breath out. The city opens a little, closes a little, turns, narrows, widens. Water beside you, stone beneath you, rain above you. You pass another shop window. Inside, folded fabrics rest in shadow. Beside them, a few more masks wait on wooden stands. A white face, a dark velvet ribbon, a curve of gold. The glass of the window reflects the lane, so the masks seem to float among the wet stones and lamplight. Carnival in Venice can fill the city with color, music, and hidden faces, but tonight only its remnants remain. Quiet masks, dark silk, rain sliding down the glass. Everything waits. The city waits for morning. The boats wait for hands. The shops wait for shutters to open. The wells wait for buckets. The lamps wait to be put out when dawn begins to pale the sky. Even the rain seems to be waiting, falling steadily without asking to arrive anywhere. You come to a small canal again. This one is narrower than the last, and the houses lean close over it. A wooden door at water level is shut tight. A few steps descend from the lane to the canal, vanishing into black water. Green weed clings to the lower stones. A loose rope knocks softly against the wall. Again and again, a patient little sound. Across the canal stands a small inn. Its sign hangs beneath a lamp, gently moving in the rain. The windows above are dark except for one, where a warm glow waits behind thin curtains. The building is plain, old, and welcoming in the quietest way. A small bridge leads toward it, only a few steps up and a few steps down. You cross slowly. The inn door is under a shallow awning. Rain drips from its edge in a shining curtain. You step beneath it and feel the air change. Less wind, less water, more warmth from within the wood of the door, from the cracks around it, from the thought of a room prepared for sleep. Your hand rests on the latch. The metal is cool. The door opens easily. You step inside. The entry is dim and still. No one speaks. No one needs to. The inn is sleeping around you as the city is sleeping. A small lamp burns on a table near the wall. It gives enough light to see the stairs, the polished rail, the pale plaster, the dark beams overhead. The floor beneath your feet is terrazzo, smooth and cool, speckled with small pieces of stone that catch the lamplight like quiet stars. Your wet footsteps fade behind you. The air smells of beeswax, old wood, rain-damp wool, and a faint trace of the kitchen where the fire has gone low. Somewhere, not far away, a charcoal brazier keeps its red heart under ash. The warmth is gentle. It does not rush toward you. It simply waits. and you enter it. You climb the stairs slowly. The rail is smooth beneath your hand. The steps do not creak loudly, they only answer with small, friendly sounds. On the landing, a narrow window looks back toward the canal. Rain beads on the glass. The lantern outside is blurred into a soft oval of gold. The water below is almost black, but you can still hear it murmuring against the stones. Your room is at the end of the passage. The door opens into warmth. Inside, everything is simple and quiet. The terrazzo floor continues here, cool at the edges, shining softly near the lamp. A woven rug lies beside the bed. The bed itself is low and broad, made with clean linen and a heavy coverlet. A chair waits near the wall. A small table stands by the window. On it, a Murano glass lamp glows with a steady flame. The lamp is beautiful in a quiet way. Its glass is pale, almost clear, with a faint blue tint that deepens at the edges. The flame inside turns the glass warm, then cool, then warm again as it trembles. You think of the distant furnaces across the lagoon, of hands turning molten brightness at the end of an iron rod, of breath-shaping fire into something delicate enough to sit beside a bed on a rainy night. The charcoal brazier glows low in the corner. Its coals are red beneath a veil of ash. The warmth rises slowly and spreads through the room. It touches the damp hem of your cloak. It touches your hands. It dries the rain from your sleeves by degrees. There is no hurry. Warmth knows how to take its time. You go to the window. Below, the canal moves in darkness. Rain touches it with countless small rings. The sound is softer from here, filtered through glass and height. A lamp outside lays a trembling path over the water. The path breaks, joins, breaks again. The moored boats below shift only a little. Their ropes hold them gently in place. Across the canal, the windows are closed. The city is still asleep. You can hear rain on the window, rain on the roof, rain in the gutter, rain tapping the canal below. Each sound is slightly different, but together they make one quiet pattern, a pattern easy to follow, a pattern easy to leave behind. You draw the curtain partway. Not fully, just enough to soften the room and leave a narrow view of the water. The lamp glows, the brazier breathes, the floor reflects a little light, the bed waits. You remove the weight of the walk. The damp cloak is set aside. Shoes leave the feet. The body becomes lighter. The night air no longer rests on your shoulders. The rain is outside now, and you are inside, held by quiet walls, warm coals, clean linen, and the soft patience of the canal below. You sit for a moment on the edge of the bed. The mattress gives gently. The room does not ask anything of you. Nothing needs to be finished. Nothing needs to be remembered. The city has carried all of that away into the rain. The lanes, the bridges, the campo, the wellhead, the little shrine lamps, the closed coffee house, the distant glow of Murano. All of it drifts now at the edge of thought. You breathe in. Warm air, faint smoke, rain-cooled stone, the sweetness of old wood. You breathe out. The day loosens. Outside, Venice keeps walking without footsteps. The tide moves through its canals. The rain polishes its stones. The lamps burn in their corners. The gondolas sleep beside their moorings, their felsa cabins dark and dry. The wellheads stand in the campos, gathering memory and rain. The glass furnaces far away glow low and hidden. The lace threads of Murano wait for morning hands. The whole lagoon rises and falls by a measure older than clocks. And you do not need to follow it now. You lie back. The pillow is cool at first, then warm beneath you. The coverlet settles over you with a soft weight. Your hands rest easily. Your feet are still. Your breath becomes slower. The rain continues. On the window. On the stones. On the canal below. The sounds come together and drift apart. A drop slides down the glass. Another follows. The lamp flame leans once, then steadies. The brazier glows lower. The room grows softer at its edges. You are safe in the warm room. You are sheltered above the quiet canal. You are far from the day. The city outside is only water and stone and rain now. The bridges are empty. The campos are silver. The shrines burn softly at the corners. The gondola lantern trembles in the dark, and its reflection trembles beneath it. Nothing hurries. Nothing calls. Nothing begins. Only the rain remains. Soft rain. Slow rain. Rain on Venice, long past midnight. Your eyes can close now. The canal murmurs below. The lamp glows low. The coals settle into ash. And the rain keeps falling, gently, 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 until even the thought of walking becomes a dream. Sleep well, my friend. I'll see you on our next walk.